The problem of drinking while driving, which Texas Department of Public Safety experts say is involved in many fatal accidents in the state, is soon to come under increased enforcement pressure as the Texas Highway Patrol begins use of breath analysis instruments. Colonel Wilson E. Spear, director of the Department of Public Safety, said that 450 highway patrolmen and sergeants have completed training in the use of the Breathalyzer, which analyzes a suspect's breath to determine the percentage of alcohol in his bloodstream. The use of the instrument is strictly voluntary, and its results are admissible in court. DPS chemist and toxicologist George Brown explains its use.
The first thing that the officer would do in setting up the instrument in the proper manner would be to purge it. And he would do this by actually aspirating room air through the instrument in this manner right here, by actually pumping it through here. This would fill up the piston with the room air, and then he would turn it to analyze. And now we would be ready to take the breath sample of the subject. Now this would be done by pulling this tube out right here. There would be a mouthpiece. It's an individual mouthpiece used in each case, and the subject would then actually blow his breath into the instrument in this manner. After a good long breath had been blown, the instrument would then catch the last portion of this. Then the officer would turn it to analyze, and we would wait for the minute and a half for the chemical reaction to take place. At this time, the officer would mark it on his check sheet, and then he would record the time that that particular test had been made. Now, the next operation would be for the officer to run a control test. He's run a purge, he's run the subject, and now he would run a control test. And this control test would be run by the use of this alcoholic breath simulator. And during this phase, the officer is actually testing the instrument with a known solution of alcohol that has been formed into vapor and blown into the instrument.
Where does his needle have to move to classify a man as having too much alcohol in his system?
Well, the percentage at where all persons are intoxicated is 0.10 or above.
The actual operation of the breathalyzer is a little bit more complicated than what you have seen, but in the interest of time, it was shortened.